Hello everyone, this is Kathleen with Elvin Star Reiki. I'm back to do your weekly collective reading for the first week of November. Hope you guys had a great Samhain or Halloween. I know I was extremely tired. I had huge plans, early in October to do all these amazing things, but I just wound up being exhausted, and I think I went to bed at like 7 o'clock last night. I'm recording this on November 1st, so I don't know, I had big plans and then everything just kind of fell apart and puttered apart. So I hope that you guys had a better time than I did. It was disappointing, but when we get really tired and kind of exhausted like that, I think it's really important to listen to your body, and my body was screaming for some rest. So that's what I wound up doing. I am broadcasting to you today from my treatment room. I have a healing center out here in Silverdale, Washington. You can see my friend above me. That is a beautiful painting by a local artist of a Sasquatch. The reason that I have Sasquatch with me is because I actually had an encounter back in 2003. I was with my family and my kids. We went up to visit a old Native American burial ground in the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest, and I wound up having a face-to-face encounter with Sasquatch, and it was really intense. But after that, and many years later, I trained as a healer, and it turned out, I was told by a medium that I still have him with me. So not only did I actually physically meet Sasquatch in the 3D, he is also with me in the spiritual realm as a guide, and he's always with me, protecting me, healing me, and helping me to heal others. So yes, I do Sasquatch healings in addition to the fairy healings, mermaid healings. I work with all of the elemental kingdoms as far as their energy goes in my healing work, which I think is really cool. And that's why I've got my room in such earthy, green tones. It's an honor and homage to them and all that they do for me. So let's go ahead and get started with the collective reading after I've babbled on about my experiences. Let's see what's going on for us this week for the collective, please, Spirit. I'm not going to call them in because I know they're already here. I actually have like hundreds of gnomes living in this room. It's so funny. They get so excited when I come to the office, like, Mom's home. It's so cute. But let's find out what's going on for the collective this week. I'm doing this video a little bit early. I usually read on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but I started a new job, a day job for some stability, and I'm going to have to just do it today. These are free videos, so I don't think you guys will be complaining. All right. So let's find out what's going on for the collective this week, Spirit. We need to know what's up ahead for us. What do we need to navigate? What do we need to watch out for? Please guide us and show us what's coming up in the collective energies. I'm going to go ahead and do a Celtic Cross. So let's find out what card signifies our current collective energy at this time. What's the first card of the Celtic Cross, please, Spirit? Thank you. First card of the Celtic Cross, please. There we go. Ooh, okay, interesting. So I had a couple cards pop out. Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of being stabbed in the heart. It's the card of third-party situations, love triangles, but it is definitely a card of heartbreak and heartache. Okay, so that's what you're feeling, as well as the the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is somebody that we have walked away from. but they're still wanting to fight. This is a card of a kind of a narcissist that I feel. It's a thief card. So it's definitely something to be aware of this week, Spirit. So that's somebody crossing your path with negative intentions. Okay, and I'm guessing that this is gearing towards love. I normally don't set out to read for love, but that's what I'm seeing in this. Okay, and let me go ahead and put the cards down for you now so you can see where we're going. Okay, so the first card that represents us is the Three of Swords, crossed by the Five of Swords. All right, and then what is crowning this spread, please, Spirit? What is crowning the collective at this time? What is crowning the collective? Yeah, I don't like that sneaky energy. What's crowning us? Okay, rapid communication. This is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is usually very passionate, very fast moving communication coming through. These wands are flying through the air. They can be, you know, the Cupid's arrows, or they can actually be arrows aiming to stab you. So be on the lookout for that. I don't like to read any negative cards, but this is what I'm seeing, Spirit. Somebody possibly from the past is coming back into our lives. Somebody that made us feel like this. And there's some rapid communication coming in about that. Okay, so be mindful and be aware. Please feel free to check back to this reading too for clarity and guidance. All right, and then we have this is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is somebody that has their walls up, feeling very kind of battle torn. I mean, look, he's still got the bandage on his head there. He's healing. He's just waiting for the next attack. So this isn't a very good energy to be in, Spirit, in collective. Let's find out what is behind us now. What is behind us now, please? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So we had the Hierophant. So the Hierophant represents authority figures, such as the Pope. He's also called the Pope in other cards. So the Hierophant can also represent marriages, and he can represent our faith and our spiritual beliefs. Okay, and let's find out what else came out here. All right, we have Temperance. Temperance, but it came out in the reverse. So normally Temperance is a card of patience. It's a card of balance and waiting for divine timing to play out. With it in the reverse, I'm really feeling like, and the position this came out in is our role, is that we're not being patient. So what the cards are telling us is to no longer have patience for whoever this person is. Okay, whoever this person that is crossing our path, that made us feel like this, that stabbed us in the heart, they're coming in trying to communicate, okay? But they did this to you. And you were possibly married to them or had some kind of, you know, commitment towards them. They're coming in, and Spirit is saying, you will no longer have the patience or put any energy into this. This is your role in the spread. Okay, let's find out what's coming up next. We need to find out what's in the environment for the collective right now, please. Okay, the environment is a twin. This is my twin flame card, 1111. This is a card of marriage. It's a card of celebration and ceremony. So there's something to be said about that. I don't know if you've got a twin flame situation going on, but even if it is your twin flame, the cards are clearly saying that you are not to have any more patience for this person, whoever that is. Okay, you're supposed to let it go. Because, oh, here we go. Okay, so the next card that came out this is old Sneaky. This is the thief card. This is my liar, my cheater, narcissist, manipulator card. Okay, so whoever this is for, I mean, I know I mean, I guess it could be for me too, but I haven't thought about that in a long time. The World card is next coming in to say that this cycle with this person has now ended and you are to let it go. Okay? I know it's hard. It's really, really hard because you love them. And they're your twin flame. But you know what? They did you dirty. They stabbed you in the back. And they beat you up and you put walls up because of it. So you've got to try to do some healing. Okay? And this last card that came up is the Lovers. This is a card of Gemini as well. I'm really feeling like this is a love situation. It's pretty obvious. So I don't know what you guys have got going on out there for a love situation, but this is really clear that it's time to let that go. I think that they are really focusing on the relationships for the collective at this time. So anything that has made you feel like this, okay, you got to let it go. Anybody that is, doing this shady stuff in your life, that's lying to you, that's manipulating you, that's holding the truth back from you, it's time to let that crap go. Because you know what? Even if they are your twin flame, they don't have the right. They don't have the right to do that to you. They don't have the right to make you feel like this. And it's time that you close out that cycle and let it go. Twin flame or not, you can send love to them. Of course you can. But ultimately it's their choice on what they are going to do. And you don't have to be a part of it. And you don't have to let them, continue to stab you in the heart anymore. It's not worth it. There's, they may not be there may not be another twin flame out there for you, but there can certainly be a soulmate or some other kind of life partner who would be much better for you. The twin flame is it's a very dramatic phenomenon. I've been through it myself, and I got burned really, really bad. And I kind of felt like all that love and effort that I put into that situation, it was trying to love a snake, it's just trying to love a snake. The snake's just going to continue to be the snake, no matter how much you love it. It was in that person's nature to just be evil, and I had to let it go. And later on, I found out things, and I'm really glad that I did let that go. I closed out that cycle, and now I have a completely new life because of it. I took the lessons, and I learned from it, and yeah, I guess it probably does. It will always hurt, but I had to love myself more. I had to believe that I was put on this earth for a purpose, and that purpose wasn't to feel like this anymore, okay? And actually, because of that person, I now realize that everything I learned from that twin flame relationship actually led me to where I am today, and that is a professional healer teaching Reiki and, healing others through my energy healing practice, and I'm reading tarot professionally now too. So you have to understand that all of these things that we go through, these twin flames especially, okay, they burn you. The twins burn each other and they stab each other. It's a huge learning lesson. It's a rapid evolvement, if you will, of your spirit. So you went through this for a reason. It doesn't mean that you were necessarily meant to be with that person forever. You were just with that person for the experience. But you've got to learn when to let go, because a snake is always going to be a snake. They're always going to do you dirty and stab you behind the back. You cannot hope and have the patience for this person to ever change, collective. It's time to get real about your twin flame and realize that you have to let them go because they have their own learning and lessons that they need to do. And, you know, I don't really watch twin flame videos anymore, but from what I've seen recently, the roles are very much in the reverse, where the feminine was the chaser. Now it's the masculine who's the chaser. But the masculine won't change. He'll always be the way he is until he realizes what he's doing wrong. But we can't sit there and wait forever, Divine Feminine. We are powerful women. We just are. We're powerful, amazing women whose light is burning so bright. And old Sneaky saw that. Even if he was your twin flame, he saw your energy, he saw your light and your passion, and he wanted to steal it for his own. And that's actually what happened to me. I was being raped for my power. So it was horrible. I had to get a shaman to help unwind me from my twin flame just so I could get away. It was really awful. So I want you guys to really start thinking about what you've learned and what lessons you can take away and be grateful for from your twin. You've got to let that twin go and learn their own lessons because it's time. The world is coming in to say that this cycle has now closed and you're at the beginning of a new karmic cycle. Do you want to go round and round with this again? Do you really want to go round and round and round on the merry-go-round forever? Or do you want to get off of it now? Because now is the time that, and especially with the current planetary alignments, we're in Scorpio season now. So that is, it's death and renewal. You've got to let your twin flame go and try to start healing from it so that you can get into your mission work, Divine Feminine. There's a reason that we are here. I was put on this earth to be a healer. You've got to now find out what is your divine mission. You can do it without anybody else. You've got to start believing in yourself that you can do it. Divine feminine or divine masculine. You've got to let that toxic partner go. It is time. It's time to let go. Don't ever let anyone make you feel like this again. And yes, you can get those walls to come down, but you've got to do the self-healing. Don't look for a partner right away after you have gone through a twin flame, a toxic twin flame experience. You really need to take time out for yourself and heal your heart, heal your mind, heal your soul, and then just look for the signs because they'll be there and direct you on where you need to be. I had a healing center just fall in my lap one day, and you know what? I went for it. I was the fool, and I took that leap of faith, and it's landed me in a really good spot. I'm really proud of everything that I have done here, but I would never ever be here had I not met my twin. So I'll always be grateful to my twin flame for that, for all of the spiritual lessons, for all of the magical initiations and lessons and messages that he and I received together. There was a rapid growth that happened, and it awakened me, it activated me, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm certainly not grateful for all of this, because this was my heart. This was my heart. And he kept doing it over and over again, stabbing me over and over. It was this constant cycle of ups and downs. And you've got to learn to let go and trust that it's going to be okay. Just because they are your twin flame doesn't mean that you have to stay in an abusive, narcissistic, hoovering situation. So ladies, gents, I really want you to examine your relationships in your life, because this came out for a reason in this reading today. If you would like to have a personal reading with me about your twin flame, I am happy to do that. You can reach me at my website, which is elvenstarreiki.com. That's ELVEN star Reiki, REIKI.com. Or I'm also at elvenstarreiki@gmail.com. Trust me, I know about this stuff. I went through the ups and downs of a twin flame roller coaster for almost 5 years before I finally let go and realized that a snake is a snake. It's going to keep biting me because that's in its nature. I had to let go no matter how painful it was, and it's the best thing I ever did. Because waiting for me, once I made that decision to let go, is when all of this amazing stuff happened. I went and got my Reiki Master certification, and I opened up a healing center. You know, I'm now doing my dream. I'm living my dream. Everything that I wanted to have with my twin flame, I am now doing all by myself, and it feels amazing. So I want to be there to empower you. If you would like a reading, please get a hold of me. Or if you would also like some energy healing, you know, the twin flame phenomenon can really wreak some havoc on your auric field. I know that for me, I was so like bonded to my twin flame that we could not be told apart in the spirit world. There had to be a careful unwinding and unraveling done between our souls because they were so enmeshed together. I mean, I could feel when he was awake. I could feel when he was asleep. I could feel when he was thinking about me. And the reason for that, it was, you know, this amazing spiritual connection, right? But it wasn't good because, you know, I'm trying to walk away and I'm still feeling all of that. So, yeah, there are some energetic things that I can do to help you with that, to calm it down. One is called a cord cutting, where we remove those cords that are causing you to have all those feelings and phenomena and sensations. So I can do a Reiki healing session, and I can do a tarot card reading and get you some help, some guidance, some advice, and get some energy work done on you too to get you feeling better, feeling more confident, and, you know, find out what you're supposed to be doing in your life. Let's find out what your spiritual mission is. All right, everyone. Until next week, I will see you again, and I will wish you well. I hope that you guys had a great Samhain or Halloween, whatever you celebrate, and I look forward to talking with you again very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.